Hello everyone, my name is Bygl and welcome back to another episode here from the Metacraft server. I hope you are having a wonderful day today, and we are starting our episode at the base. As you can see, stuff is getting worked on here. Stuff is really getting worked on, so I did a bunch of building off camera. It's probably not noticeable unless you paid like really close attention to our last episodes, but stuff has changed quite a bit. Yeah, so the first and most noticeable change probably is that we are using a different block palette for our roofs. We are switching out the basalt we had before and we are using grey concrete and grey wool instead, and overall I think that was an amazing choice. You can see that it's way darker, it's got more contrast to the other greys that we had around here, and it's also way easier to build with. I left this building here with the basalt roof just so you can kind of have an example of how it looks compared. So this is how the basalt roofs looked, and this is how the grey roofs look, and I think I prefer these ones quite a bit. And also, when it comes to these basalt roofs, let me just fly over here. If we wanted to place them like this, you can see that there is this cubic texture on it, and it doesn't look so good. We had those showing on the pumpkin and melon farm build over here, and it didn't look good at all, so we switched it out, and it's way better now. And this building also now has like a tiny tower here, some chimneys, another chimney here, added a bunch of these just so we have some more particle effects. And I added hay bales to all of the 2x2 chimneys, so now they have way more particles coming from them, and I think that fits the industrial theme really well. Like, check this out, there is so much smoke here. It's not enough smoke to like the server, but it's still quite a bit. And we're planning to add more, of course. And what else is there that has been changed? I started texturing, this is another thing, with jungle wood planks. So this is kinda trying to say that this was kinda like a broken wall and people just patched it up with planks. That is the idea. So we did that all over the place. You can see that I'm starting to texture these builds as well. Kinda just detail work around here, nothing too fancy. But I think that the builds are starting to look way better. Also, changing the rim around the roofs. It's a bit of a base rework, I know, but bear with me. I'm just gonna quickly show you all of this so we can move on to actually do something in today's episode. So now we are using stairs here. We used to use blocks like that, and I'm experimenting with adding stairs instead, and I think that looks pretty cool. I think it might actually be better. Also trying to redesign the front of this one because I didn't like it. Yeah, just a bunch of small things that I'm doing with the base here, slowly coming along. We might do some building here as well today. And this is a new thing here, so let me just quickly sleep here. And if you remember, a few episodes back I talked about adding a tower to this building, and that is exactly what I did. And also I added this cool overhang area, kinda just to add more character to the build. I think that is a pretty neat thing. It's a really difficult wall to decorate though, because it is entirely flat. But here in this tower we just built a super simple water elevator, soul sand here, water source blocks, 4 fences, you can walk through them, and you get transported to the top over here. And if you wanna go back down, you just fly down with your elytra, and if you need to go back up, then you can use it again, right? Yeah, this tower definitely does need more work though. I'm thinking that we should add like windows to it, and maybe some not overhangs, how would you call these? This thing, kind of like a cloth roof thing? No idea. But I really like this. I think we should use this a bunch in our base. Like kind of these cloth roofings. Yeah, I have no idea how I would call them. But I'm thinking that we should add one over there. Maybe we should add one to the bottom of our control tower. I'm thinking like over here. That could look amazing actually. Yeah, those are my thoughts with the base as of right now. But there is also another thing that I worked on. So Nbans actually helped me with this. This is pretty cool. If you remember, I said that I wanted to have this bridge go all the way to our mob farm that we built with Turnip at the beginning of the world. So yeah, that was quite a while back. And check this out. It goes all the way over here. Definitely needs some sort of like ending to it, maybe just like a stop or a staircase down or a tower to end it off, something like that, because right now it looks kinda wonky and it's not even properly done yet. We are missing a few things on the sides. It is giant though. Check this out. So long. But yeah, you can see that we are missing some slabs there. And also, we tried to design this thing a while back. This is like a support for the bridge. And I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I think we should ditch the basalt idea. And we should probably just do something super simple with stone bricks. Because if we go super detailed with this thing, then it's gonna be impossible to build like a billion of them supporting the bridge all the way to the mob farm, right? So we're gonna try to do something super simple, maybe just a stone brick support cube thing. Just so it isn't just floating randomly, right? And yeah, there is still some stuff that I need to talk about the base here. We have a lot of noises apparently. Yeah, before we talk about this, I captured a zombie here. He's holding... Ooh, and a creeper apparently, gee. Yeah, there's a creeper there. And I sketched out a small shape here. Now, I don't really have any plans for this other than I wanna have a villager breeder in it and I wanna have some villagers for trading. Just so it fills up some space in the base. We don't actually need many villager trades, but it would be cool to have a use for the pumpkin and melon farm, so we could get some farmers into a building, we could trade pumpkins and melons for emeralds, and then we could get some goodies back, maybe bricks, because, you know, we need those. It's not like we have 3 double chests of them. What else could we buy? Maybe we could buy some tools. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do some villager research and find some cool trades that we could do. But yeah, that is the plan. We're not doing that today though. It would be cool to have it done by like the next episode or the episode after, like a villager trading center. We'll see if we do that. And I added a small pathway down here, very simple. Just winds a path all the way around, connects up to the front of the pumpkin and melon farm, which is working fine. It's actually filled up. And I'm also storing some stuff here, and this is also almost filled up, so it's producing quite a bit of stuff. And this also goes all the way here to the basalt generator, which we don't really need because we ditched the basalt from the rules. But it's always nice to have it, right? Oh yeah, and this is also a pretty cool idea I had for our base. So below the control tower, we have like a big storage area facility, right? Where we store all of our stuff. Or stored, because now we have the new sorter. But I tried to replicate kinda the idea we had there. So actually let me fly there in case you haven't seen it. I'm just gonna go here. Yeah, this is the idea. We have a bunch of like chests and barrels on top of each other. That makes it kinda look like just a stockpile area, right? Where people just throw a bunch of chests and barrels together and leave them behind. And this is kind of what I'm going here for. And I think we might do this all around our base. So we have a bunch of chests and barrels, crafting tables, and campfires that have been put out. makes it kind of look like just a bunch of logs stacked on top of each other, and looks pretty cool. If we do like a big stockpile, it's gonna look pretty cool, and it fits the industrial theme really well, I think, which is what we're going for with our base. And yeah, stuff is coming along relatively well. The cliff here is done, all of this stuff is done. This area is almost finished, actually. You just need to do some decoration stuff here and the water elevator and stuff, and this area will be done. Then we can move on to that part over there. Ooh, that was a lot of talking. Yeah, I usually try not to do a lot of stuff off camera, but the season is kinda slowly coming to an end. We are probably resetting our world once 1.17 drops, so I'm trying to get this place done. And it's a long process, but it's coming along, slowly but surely. One thing I didn't talk about, let's use the Optifine zoom here. You can see that there are a bunch of redstone torches. A bunch of redstone torches on the roofs there. And that's the idea that we did a while back with the smelter. There is like a redstone thingy, like a signal thing that the control tower sends a signal to it and then it starts working. That's kind of the story idea, right? It doesn't actually have a use, of course. It's just for decoration. It looks pretty cool, no? I tried it out with shaders and it looks really good. With shaders, kind of just these small red pointy lights. We have them all over the place. Yeah, enough talking, let's actually do some stuff in today's episode. So, I've been working out the sorter, which is taking a bit of time, but we're almost there. It's almost properly set up. We have all of our shulkers that we sorted through it here, all of the ones that need sorting here, and a bunch of ones that are being sorted over there. And what I thought we could do is actually give this room a proper makeover today. So what I'm thinking is that we take up this staircase, we level it with the floor, which this scaffolding is kind of telling us where it is, and we have kind of like a circle room around the staircase, and then kind of on the sides maybe we can have like a shulker storage area or something. I'm not entirely sure, but I just want to have like some spruce pillars and a proper floor, so this room actually looks finished. And I also want to cover up the concrete. That is the main thing that I want to do today. So let's get to it. But before we start building our base, we're gonna need a bunch of wood. A bunch of wood. So it's not working. There we go. So yeah, we are at Mactaz's place here at the wood farm that we built together, and we're just gonna use it real quick. I just want to show it off on camera because it's really cool. And this is how we're looking so far. So yeah, we just got the basic framing, got some small decorations, still need to actually properly light this place up, but this is the idea so far. So we have like 2 rooms on the sides. I guess we can put something into this if we want. I'm kind of thinking about putting some automatic farms in these. That could be pretty cool. We have a pretty cool archway on the top, and when we come to the side we have a window that you can see the actual sorter through. You can also see a little garden here, just to make it feel more homely. And this is kind of unfortunate, but we sadly only have a 2-block space to work with here, because we have the staircase in the middle of the room, right? So that's not the best, but yeah, I still need to work on this. We need to add more light into this place. I'm thinking about adding redstone lamps to the tops here, but we don't have any redstone lamps. And we can buy redstone lamps from Benson's shop, and we don't have any diamonds. This is how many diamonds we have left. Yeah, not too great. Oh! Oh, that's where my redstone lamps went. And would you look at that? I can do that right away. But I wanted to segue into this. So, down here in our old storage room, I found this today. If we come down here, you can see that there's a sign here, winnings for Speedway inside. So, we actually won the Speedway, which is really cool. I set the score of 70 a few days back, and I guess Unbens didn't update the score from then, so we are the winners, and we won quite a bit of diamonds actually. 39, that's not bad at all. Especially considering our current situation with diamonds. Yeah, this is definitely better with the lights. Still kinda dark though. We definitely need to hide some lights like into the leaves here and whatnot. As I did already hide some there, below the leaf block. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this place for now though. I need to like let it sit so I can get more ideas on how to decorate it. And we're gonna move on to something else now. Alright, so the next thing I wanna do in today's episode is gonna be a small amount of an experiment. So, you can see that we have this huge area here near our enchanting station. I actually cleaned it up a little bit. There are a bunch of lakes and whatnot scattered around here. And we also have these levitating flowers. You remember there was a lake here, and above lakes there usually is some foliage that just generates floating. And I just left it here above the gap. We can't place any blocks around it because it will break, so we need to be careful. But yeah, I cleaned it up. I added also this gravel pathway, and that is looking pretty cool. Connects up to that staircase over there. And I want to work here today, so what I want to do is I want to add a bunch of life to this area, because it is pretty bland. We only have a road, and that's basically it. It's just emptiness, right? So we're gonna focus on that in today's episode in this place. And I already started over here, so this is a kinda cool idea I had. It's basically supposed to be a power pole. If you kinda let your imagination sink in. Oh. So yeah, we have chains. Those are supposed to be like power cables. They connect up to the anvils, which are supposed to be like receivers or something. I don't know, I'm not like an electrician or anything. I'm just going by eye. I just looked up some pictures of power poles, and this is what I came up with. So that is one of the things that we could do just to add some decoration and life to this place, is to add a bunch of power poles just going all over the place. That is the idea. And I also want to add a bunch of things like these, so like this, not like these. A bunch of stuff like this over there, like random crates and whatnot, just to add more life, and maybe some custom trees as well. Should make this area look way more alive. Alright, I think I'm done decorating, and this is what I came up with, and I think it is better than what it was before. So, I'm gonna try to explain all of the changes I did. So I didn't do the custom trees, actually I only did the normal ones, because of two things actually. First of all, I can't do custom pine trees. I actually need to practice that in my creative world, because I kinda suck at those. And the second reason is that we already have vanilla pine trees on the top here, or spruce trees, or however you wanna call them. So if we had custom trees down here, they would kinda drag a lot of attention from those ones. Or maybe those ones would attract even more attention. It would be kinda weird. Oh, what is this? This is not supposed to be here. There we go. So I did the normal trees, and I added coarse dirt under them, just to make it look slightly more natural, like there is less light below the trees, and therefore there is less grass below the trees. And we have some light poles over here, or lamp posts, or however you want to call them. Oh man. Yeah, I'm getting my words really jumbled up today, I do apologize. But yeah, we have a bunch of those. They have daylight sensors, so when it's daytime they are off, and when it is nighttime they are on. Let me try to demonstrate here. So they are on right now, and when I sleep they turn off. Very cool. And we also have this thing here. So this is supposed to be like a packaging area. We have like a big crate and some barrels, campfires. We did basically the same thing that we did over there at the slime farm. So that looks pretty cool, adds more life. And we also have some fence posts, bunch of course dirt around the path as well, just to make it slightly better. And I also did a bunch of spots of course dirt all around the place, just to have less green, and the less green you have, the more this type of green attracts your attention. So it's a less equals more scenario, right? Like if there is less grass, then the bushes look slightly greener, and I think that's pretty cool. The effect doesn't come into play until you do like a big amount of the coarse dirt though, so here it is just kind of like a detail thing. And we do have the power poles here. They did kind of get obstructed by the trees in the end, but they are here. They like go through the walls as well, or the cliff here that I am refusing to take out. So it will go over here, and we'll probably have like a building over here, and it will have kind of like a breaker switch type of dealio decoration on the side. Yeah, and that's where the cables here will go to from the power poles. And that is basically everything I did with this place, I think. Yeah, does look way better though, I think. Does look way better, so I really do like the power pole idea though. We will have to do way more stuff with the chains though, to make it actually look cool. Like we probably have to do the power poles all over the base. Yeah, we will probably have the power cables coming from the cliffs. So there will be two cables coming from the cliffs, they connect up to a power pole, and they will then travel in a straight line across the base, and that will break up our base ever so slightly. Should make things look very slightly better, but you can see kind of how lifeless this area looks compared to this area now. So what I'll probably do in between episodes, or maybe in the next episode, is we'll focus on this area, and we'll add a bunch of those crates and the lamps and whatnot over here, and then this area will also look way better, and also some trees over here probably. But I'm afraid that's gonna have to do it for today's episode. Kinda dragged on the explaining of what I did in the base today. Probably should spoke faster or something. But yeah, next episode we're gonna try to do some more fancy stuff. Today we just did a bunch of stuff that I had on mind for a long time, but it was nice that we actually got those done. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!